Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the essential document which is required before the clinical trial should be started. First, we are seeing the what is meant by the essential documents. The GCP guideline E6 define the essential documents as a document that are the critical to evaluating the conduct of a clinical trial and the quality of the data produced. These documents serve as a permanent record of the trial and should be filled in an organized manner as a permanent record of the trial and should be it is facilitated to manage the trials as well as the any future audit or the inspection when it is takes place. It is essential for to be organized. The JCP E6 guidelines allow for the essential document to be maintained in a paper format, electronically, or the combination of these both, as long as they can be made available to the inspectors upon the request. It is common for many documents to be held electronically during the conduct of the trial, as it can be more efficient and the cost effective. However, it is important to ensure that the electronic documents are appropriately managed and maintained throughout the trials, and including the implementing appropriate backup and the data security measures. Some documents may only to be printed out at the end of the trial, and such as final study reports or the statistical analysis report. However, it is important to note that the any essential documents are held solely in the electronic format must be readily accessible and available to the authorized personnel throughout the trials. This may require the additional measures to ensure that the electronic documents are properly managed, stored, and backup to avoid the loss or the damage. It is necessary to maintain a TMF, that is a trial master file, that should be established by both the sponsor and the investigator before the commencing the trials. Now we are seeing the documentations which is required before the trial should be started. First, it includes the investigator brochure. The IB serves as a comprehensive source of the current information about the drug being studied, and it is necessary for the investigator to have the access to the latest version of the document or the summary of the medicinal product characteristics. The IB provides a summary of all known research and the information about the compound being tested, and must be frequently updated and identified with a version number and the date. Now next is the protocol. Protocol is a crucial document for the clinical trials that includes all the aspects of the study, such as the design and the methodology, the number of the subjects to be recruited, test and the visits, and the publication of the result. The approval and the review process for the protocol by the sponsor or a CRO must be well documented. Next is the informed consent. Informed consent from the participants is a fundamental principle of the GCP, and it is important to the document this prior to start the trials. The informed consent form must be version control and the approve, and any amendment made due to the local requirements must be well documented. Next is a form 1572 is a document used in a clinical trials to ensure that the investigator participating in the trial is a qualified and able to conduct this study. The form is filled out by the investigator and signed by the sponsor or their relative representative, and it is submitted to the FDA as a part of the IND application. Next one is a financial disclosure documentation is usually required for the trials conducted under the regulations of the US Federal Drug Agency. This documentation ensure the investigators have no financial or the proprietary interest in the product being tested or its result, which help to demonstrate that the trials is the unbiased. Next is the insurance statement confirms that the GCP priorities the safety and well-being of the participants in the trials, and it also verifies that there is an insurance certificate in a place to provide the compensation for the any injury by the subject as a result of their participation in the trials. Next is a sign agreements, which is refer to the necessity of having the contract in a place between the sponsor or CRO and the institutions or the investigator, as well as with the any vendors who will the provide the service during the trials. Next one is the ethical committee approval, which is required by the GCP, that is and the independence ethics committee, which use the approval the trial before it start. Next one is a laboratory accreditation. The laboratory is responsible for the analyzing the subject sample must be accredited, and a current certificate of accreditation should be on the file. The laboratory's standard reference ranges and the instructions manual should be available. Next one is a decoding procedure document. How the treatment of a single subject in an emergency can be identified without unbinding all the subjects in a trial, and typically through the individual random code envelopes. This document should tell this about it. It's all we seeing about these documents is required before the initiate of the clinical trials. Thank you.